Take the load off, Fani. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Remember, the media was instantly awestruck by the Fulton County DA. She was a woman on a mission. After she announced her indictment of President Trump on the state racketeering charges in August, the New York Times, they described her as a force to be reckoned with. Fani T. Willis strode up to the podium in a red dress last year in downtown Atlanta, flanked by an array of dark suits and stone-faced officers in uniform. Her voice rang out loud and clear, with a hint of swagger. This is bad writing. And the liberal cable hosts, they were busy setting the narrative as well. A smart, gutsy female African-American prosecutor versus a reckless, dangerous former president. They thought they'd found their Trump slayer.
Oh, my God. Like, she blew me away. And I think about this whole part of the future of Donald Trump as a former president differently now.
I know Fani Willis said the other night that she was prepared to try the case within 6 months, and I'm sure she is.
She has been investigating this case for 2.5 years. All of her ducks will be in a row.
And that's not all she had lined up. Reports show that she had her boyfriend, Nathan Wade, lined up to get paid a nice sum for doing her dirty work. She even sent him to the White House to check in with Biden's staff, billing Fulton County $2,000 on 2 different occasions in 2022 for his mystery work. Wade was an interesting choice, even the Washington Post conceded, and they noted that he had scant experience in prosecuting any cases. But when allegations of corruption about overpaying her unqualified boyfriend started trickling in, Fani did what most leftists have been trained to do: play the victim and cry racism.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do, paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one. I hired one black man, another superstar, a great friend, and a great lawyer. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one?
But Fani's a fantastic liar, because her lover was paid $100 more an hour than others who are far more experienced. To be precise, records show that he was paid $100 more an hour than the experienced RICO prosecutor John Floyd, according to documents obtained by the Daily Caller Foundation. But facts don't bother Fani. She needs divine intervention.
Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things? God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years. I'm just asking God, is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements?
Yet, as we saw with Harvard's Claudine Gay, these racial victim ploys are kind of losing their currency. Even the Daily Beast knows that Fani has caused a major headache, because if she got a hefty salary for a romantic partner, that's a genuine conflict of interest that would require her dismissal. And even Fani's buds at CNN can't help her.
Everyone that we've spoken to, they agree that the optics in this are just horrible. In fact, there's some now high-level Democrats in this state who are calling Fani Willis to step down and recuse herself from this case.
Now, once again, this reminds us how corrupt the corporate media are. Because just a few years ago, Time magazine was lauding Fani Willis as one of those boss ladies who is small in stature but big in presence. A commander armed, get this, with high standards. Now, Democrats have made a big mistake here. Instead of trying to win the presidency by advancing policies that actually improve lives, they decided to try to destroy America and destroy Donald Trump. Biden flunkies are flooding our border with migrants and drowning Trump with endless legal attacks waged by vicious, corrupt climbers, people like Fani Willis. But hyper-political and entitled prosecutors like her, they're kind of a dime a dozen these days. And they're disliked by hardworking Americans who just want someone who will call balls and strikes. And as President Trump continues to barnstorm the country on his way to securing the GOP nomination, Fani will be prepping for her deposition in a week in her paramour's divorce case. Attorneys for Jocelyn Wade, Nathan's wife, successfully subpoenaed the DA. So how's Fani going to get out of this jam? Claim Mrs. Wade's a racist, too? Well, it's time to take the load off Fani and shut down this tainted prosecution.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.